And we're about set to go. 110,000 settling in here at historic Michigan Stadium. Take a look at Tom Brady for Michigan, the most underrated college quarterback in the country. The crowd is on its feet. Brady takes the snap, drops back to throws, fires.
Touchdown Patriots! What a throw from Tom Brady!
It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena.
Here at Authentic Signatures, we love to paint the story for you, and we talk about excellence day in and day out, greatness, dynasties, legacies. That's what we talk about, and that's what we bring you here at AuthenticSignatures.com. Thank you for watching on the YouTube channel. Be sure to check us out on Instagram as well. Greatness all around us, and if you're mentioning football and greatness, you cannot mention without mentioning Tom Brady.
Did he make the catch? He did!
You gotta be
at
kidding
the 40. Throws it for Amendola. Touchdown, Patriots! He backs up. He steps up. He throws down the middle in traffic.
I don't know how to say it other than the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, 199th overall pick in the draft that he came out of Michigan, turned himself into arguably the greatest player to ever play the quarterback position. This story is one of perseverance and grace and leadership and everything that goes into it, from a forgotten 6th-round draft choice like he was to 7 Super Bowl titles. That's Tom Brady. How about the greatest comeback the game has ever seen? That's Tom Brady. Story of belief and, between him and Belichick, like their obsession and their refusal to stay down, because in Brady's world, it's never over until the game is won. Celebrating the greatness of Tom Brady here at AuthenticSignatures.com. Signed ball from the COVID year right here, 2020. I want to talk to you about this one because this is about a greatest comeback in football history that is signed, sealed, and delivered by the great Tom Brady, and of course us at AuthenticSignatures.com.
Bill, when we left the locker room, he said 21 points isn't going to be enough to beat us. And then they scored a touchdown in the third quarter. It was 28-3, and I was like, 28 might be enough. And I thought, like, you may lose this game, but you ain't going down like a little go to the end. And I would just say to him, come on, one score. We just need one. And we drove the ball down and we scored. It was 28-9. And our defense made us stop. Then they punted the ball back to us. We went down the field again, kicked a field goal, 28-12. And I was like, 2-score game. Come on, D, we just got to make a play. Dante Hightower strips Matt Ryan. We score again, get the 2-point, 28-20. Now it's a 1-score game. What do you do when you're down 28-3? What could have been the worst game of my career ended up being one of the best games of my career. So
history.
Yeah, man, when you're down, like that's a great opportunity to come back.
Pick number 199 on the New England helmet. It's all right here. Our New England collection is great and ready for you to view. Check us out at AuthenticSignatures.com.
Tom Brady. Poor build. Skinny. Lacks great physical stature and strength. And gets knocked down easily.
He looked me eye to eye and he said, I'm the best decision this organization has ever made.
I always felt like once I get my shot, I'm gonna be ready.
You're the greatest quarterback in the world, man.
I am a Patriot for life.
Who is this guy?
He's Tom Brady, the greatest of all time, and we love him for it.
Now, more on Brady, which I love the story of Tom Brady. 6th round, he went through the first 5 rounds, nothing. He did not hear his name called whatsoever. Finally, round 6, pick number 199. They sent the card in. Quarterback from Michigan, Tom Brady, walks in to the New England Patriots football operations camp and says, okay, I'm angry. I am not happy to be left around until the 6th round. I got a lot more to play. I'm angry. I know I'm behind Drew Bledsoe, and right now I'm a skinny, slow, and unknown kid, but I'm going to tell you what. You're going to know who I am in the years to come, and he's going to do that with Bill Belichick. The story of Tom Brady is incredible. He said, I'm not the fastest, I'm not the strongest, but I'm the most relentless. You see that fire that burns inside of him, pregame even, when we were watching him, and to fire up his home crowd, if you will, with the let's go, and he would always punch into the air a big let's go. That's what he brought to that team, but I tell you what, it took a lot to get there.
Let's go! Let's go!
And like I said earlier, he was behind Drew Bledsoe, which is a heck of a good quarterback for New England. Down goes Bledsoe, and in comes Tom Brady. And he never gave the job back. And the rest, as they say, is history. He led the Patriots to their first Super Bowl win in franchise history. They beat the Rams that day, and it was a close one. But I'll tell you what, that day we all knew it. The dynasty called the New England Patriots, they were born. Tom Brady, excellence. That's what we like to bring you at AuthenticSignatures.com. We like to bring you excellence, and we do that with Tom Brady. Great story on this guy we talked about earlier, the 199th overall pick, 6th-rounder draft choice out of Michigan. But from 2001 to 2012, yes, you heard that right, 2001 to 2012, they built a machine. And when I say they, I mean Brady and Belichick and all the pieces that were around them, the discipline that they had to have, the precision, the ruthlessness, the relentlessness, everything. That's what the New England Patriots brought. They weren't flashy, but you just knew they were going to beat you. I mean, Brady was efficient. I mean, every drive wasn't great, but you knew what the outcome was going to be because they kept bringing it defensively, offensively as well. But Brady kind of carving out a little niche as one of the great quarterbacks in the NFL and doing that as a 6th-rounder and playing with that fire and that chip on his shoulder that he's always talked about. The partnership with Bill Belichick, that's pure football IQ right there. They studied relentless hours. They studied, they adapted, they reinvented offensive plays with Brady. In 2007, he threw 50 touchdowns. 50. Randy Moss caught 23 of those, which is a record. The Patriots went 16-0. They lost the Super Bowl to the Giants. You remember that by inches. David Tyree and that catch on top of his helmet with the ball. That loss defined him more than any win. Brady has said that in the past. That loss has defined him more than any win has in his career.
It is hard. It's hard when you're young to wake up in the off-season at 6 a.m. to go train and work out, knowing that all your friends are sleeping in and eating pancakes.
He said, I didn't come back. I didn't do this to only come so far. I came to go over the edge.
It's hard when you're on your way to practice, weighed down with all your gear, and it's 90 degrees out and all the other kids are at the pool or at the beach.
The edge. So he came back year after year after year with that fire burning until February 2017. Woof. That is when the legend of Tom Brady became immortal. Not too long ago, February the 5th, 2017, New England Patriots taking on the Atlantic Falcons for the World Championship, the Super Bowl title of the NFL. Halftime score, we're fast forwarding, 21-3. 21-3 halftime. They go into the third quarter. Guess what? Atlanta scores again. New England down 28-3 in a Super Bowl. The game was over. Well, at least that's what everyone, including myself, thought. That game was over. Except on the Patriots sideline, Brady sat alone. He was calm. He was focused. He looked at his teammates and said, hey, we're not done yet. Let's go. Let's go. We're not done yet. This thing isn't over. Let's go. Everybody on that sideline saw the fire in his eyes. We're not done yet. We're not done yet.
Exactly the same distance as an extra point. Made this a two-score game. End zone touchdown. Direct snap. And it's good. James White. 8-point game.
28-3. And guess what? You know what he did. They came back and they won that Super Bowl, beating the Falcons.
He's in! Patriots win the Super Bowl! Brady has his fifth! What a comeback!
Okay, and everything that Brady said to his teammates, it came to fruition that day. And Bill Belichick saw this quarterback blossom into something that he's never had before. And that will to not lose, that determination, that perfect season from the year before. It all comes together when you're Tom Brady. No story like that ever in the NFL. The greatest quarterback of all time, pick number 199 out of the University of Michigan. And we here at Authentic Signatures want to celebrate that. I'm going to put the gloves on for this one because this is the second of 12 total of these. And we have them for you at Authentic Signatures. Watch this. He signed this after the great comeback right there. It's 3 of 12. Greatest comeback ever. Tom Brady signature right there. It could be yours. AuthenticSignature.com. Signed football right here. 2020, the COVID season. And of course, this one here where Brady reminds everybody, I'm pick number 199. Don't forget that. The greatest quarterback in the history of the NFL. A quick flashback of that fourth quarter against the Atlanta Falcons. Quick flashback. They needed 3 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions to come back, all right? They were down 28-9 at the time. Brady huddles up. Julian Edelman looks him in the eye. He says, let's go win this thing. And him and Edelman, they were tight as thieves. Those guys were great friends, and they knew what they were doing before the other one knew what they were doing before he did. I mean, they had such a connection, Julian Edelman and Tom Brady. We get he starts dissecting the Falcons defense, led by Edelman, right? Short passes, quick routes, quick tempo. First touchdown, he goes to James White. It's 28-12. They get another field goal. It's 28-20. Now there's 2:28 left in the game, and Brady takes the ball from his own 9-yard line. 91 yards to go. He throws to Amendola. He throws to James White again. Throws to Hogan. And then the miracle play happened. The miracle play. Triple coverage, okay? A pass that was deflected, tipped, almost intercepted. But Julian Edelman, with one of the greatest catches in football history, let alone Super Bowl history, he dives, the ball inches from the ground, he catches it on the fingertips in triple coverage. That football that's just balancing right there, I can see it over and over again in my eyes. First down, they had momentum, they had belief. Brady moves them downfield. White punches it in, touchdown. Then the 2-point conversion to Amendola. The impossible became a reality. He connected with Amendola. It's 28-28. The impossible, it's not done yet. It's become a reality. That legend of Tom Brady, I tell you what, it was sealed against the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl. Overtime, Patriots win the coin toss. Brady completes 5 of 6 passes. Edelman again, Gronkowski, he's limping, he's blocking, he's refusing to quit. He's doing it all. First and goal, James White, handoff, touchdown. Final score, Patriots 34-28. I know I went quick over that historic drive, but it was the greatest comeback ever. It was the first overtime in Super Bowl history. Brady finished with 466 yards, 43 completions. He had 2 touchdowns. He wins his 5th Super Bowl, his 4th MVP, and he said afterwards, we never doubted, not for 1 second, we never doubted. That was Brady's gift, okay? He had a belief that no one else could believe, but him and his teammates, they figured that out. The legend of Tom Brady. It is born and it is now maturing because he's not done yet. We're getting you into the mindset of a champion, and that means Tom Brady. A rare football player, Tom Brady. 6th-round overall draft choice of those New England Patriots. Pick number 199, and by this time, he's just rewriting history, man. He wasn't born extraordinary, not at all. He got there through obsession. Just obsessing all the way back in high school in California to college at the University of Michigan. He said, You can't cheat the process. You can only commit to it. Even now at 40, 41, 42 years old, he kept winning. I mean, he went on to Tampa Bay, he kept winning. He won his 7th Super Bowl. He's 43 years old. 7th Super Bowl. I mean, those guys are so rare in the NFL. I'm so glad that we're showing you some of the things we have at Authentic Signatures from Tom Brady, because there honestly will never, ever, ever, ever be another quarterback like Tom Brady in the NFL. And quite frankly, I think he could step down today from the broadcast booth and lead an offense down the field. I mean, he really could do that even at 40, his age in the high to mid 40s. Now, he turned routine into a ritual. That's what he did. Film room, that was meditation time when the film was on there and spent hours. Pressure, he said, no, pressure, there's nothing, no pressure. It's just opportunity. He once told his teammates, if you don't believe, don't get on the bus. That's leadership. That's following the leader of the locker room. That's following a guy to greatness. Tom Brady and the New England Patriots.
When we walked into the room, he said, I've decided to move on. And as soon as he said it, he started crying. And his crying told me everything I needed to know.
He said, I think we should call Bill. And then when Bill answered, it was emotional. Just because, again, it was a chapter coming to an end. And I expressed that to Bill, too.
I would say that's kind of what I expected. But there's, always kind of the, saying goodbye is always hard. And, I loved coaching Tom, loved having him on our football team. But at that point in time, I think he made the right and the best decision.
Life is very imperfect, and relationships are imperfect, but I'm very proud of our journey. It was hard, but it was great.
When Tom Brady walked away from football finally in 2023, he left behind 23 seasons in the NFL, 7 Super Bowl titles, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, 3 NFL MVPs, and 649 touchdown passes. No one has ever done more than Tom Brady in the quarterback position. But his true legacy, it isn't the trophies, it's just the standard that he set for himself to be great from a 6th-round pick out of Michigan that nobody wanted, and they proved that. And he knew who overlooked him in that draft, believe me, because he wanted to torch you when he was starting at quarterback. Teammates called him the GOAT. Opponents called him a nightmare. Fans called him our forever quarterback. He said once, I didn't come here to be average. I came here to be the best ever. And people believe that, especially Tom Brady. He taught the world greatness isn't about talent. It's about time and time spent on what you do and how you perfect your craft. That's what he did from pick 199 to 7 Super Bowl titles, from doubt to dynasty, from 28-3 to eternity. That's Tom Brady. He showed us that belief can be a weapon. And preparation is its ammunition, because when the world said it's impossible, Tom Brady simply said, let's go. You know that let's go that Tom Brady brings pregame. He brought that every day to his teammates in the locker room. The greatest quarterback to ever play, a champion like no other. We bring him to you here at Authentic Signatures. Tom Brady, thank you for everything that you've done for this football fan. Fans, you can get in on the action as well. Come to AuthenticSignatures.com. See what we have when it comes to Brady memorabilia. The greatest to ever play the position, quarterback Tom Brady, we salute you.